far. This is the advanced core circuit. Again, this is the hardest one in this series. There are so many core exercises. You know, you can almost get just overwhelmed by how many core exercises there are out there. I hope that this guide shows you what you can do. I hope you know how to modify, how to progress moving forward. And I hope you know that you know the importance of challenging yourself and challenging your core, but know what to look for when something might be too hard or too difficult for you. So let's get into this. We have 6 exercises to go through. You'll really just need a band for this circuit. And again, check out the individual videos if you need more instruction on these exercises. So you're going to start on your back, and we are going to do double leg lifts with your head lifted. So we're going to do a good 360 inhale, exhale, lift the head, lift one, then lift the other, and hold. And come down and lower. Make sure you exhale through this, don't hold your breath. Once you get about 5 or 6 reps, go ahead and rest there. Again, making sure you're breathing during that is super important because it can be easy to bear down in a position like that. Okay, next we're going to come into a full side plank. So we've graduated, we've progressed from all of the modifications, and we're into a full side plank. I have my feet one in front of the other. You can also have your feet stacked, whatever feels best for you. Shoulder over my elbow, and you're just breathing here. Try to do 5 to 6 deep breaths. And switch sides. So again, if this feels too much for you, just drop a knee down, okay? So you can always stay here, but if that feels okay, then come up. You can always feel along your abdomen too. Make sure your tissue is firm, not squishy. We don't want any widening of the diastasis or linea alba. We don't want more squishy than when we started. Also, if you feel doming or bulging that feels firm to the touch that you're not able to have control over, then that might mean it's too difficult for you and you might need to modify. And relax. So 5 to 6 breaths on each side there in that full side plank position. And then we're going to go ahead and stand up and grab our band. We are going to be doing a single leg Pow-Off press. Okay, so you're going to have to play around with where is your sweet spot in terms of how much tension on the band. So we're going to do single leg, band at the center of your core. Inhale, exhale, press the band away. Don't let it rotate you. So this should be a good challenge because we're already also challenging your balance. You can play around with your legs here on this side. Try both. See there, my knee collapses in. I would need to step a lot closer here. I can maintain my inside leg a little bit better when I do the Pow-Off press here. So this really works your whole leg. We're working a lot of balance. You really got to control your foot, your arch, your knee, and your core here. So we'll switch sides. Try this outer leg too. Yeah, that's a lot harder. It pulls me almost immediately. I can't control it. I can't keep my leg. So, as a modification, if you still want to try that narrow base of support, try single leg, but maybe just tap that back toe. And then as you get better, you can start to lift that back leg, okay? But this kind of slight staggered stance with a little bit of extra balance there might help you if you're not ready for the full-on single leg. So give that a try. Do about 6 reps each side. Then we want to keep our band. We're going to do the lunge rotation. So this one should be familiar. Remember, we're rotating through the hip, left foot in front, right back to start. We're pulling down and across our body as we exhale. Really rotating through the hip. We're going to do about 8 each side. We're getting glutes, core, adductors, those inner thigh muscles, pelvic floor. Working everything here. This is such a great full body exercise, targeting everything. And that is what we want moving forward for you. You know, every exercise can be a core exercise. Incorporate your breath, you know, movement with your breath, and every exercise suddenly becomes a core exercise. So remember that moving forward as, you know, whether you're doing upper body, lower body, whatever you're doing, anything can be a core exercise. This is all, you know, the foundation, making sure you can do these movements properly. If you're going back to, you know, group fitness or CrossFit or high intensity interval training, running, whatever you're going to get back to, but ultimately everything needs to work together. So we need to be able to coordinate our breath with our upper and lower body. All right, once you get about 8 per side there, we're gonna come onto our back, or not on our back, on our, sitting on the floor, legs in front. We're gonna do a lean back and then alternating leg lifts here, okay? So inhale, exhale from the bottom up. I'm gonna come up in between each rep. You can also hold back in that position. We got one more here. And exhale. Good. So we have one more exercise and then we are done. We are going to come into front plank knee taps. So basically we are going to start on our knees in a modified plank like this, and then we are going to bring one leg up and then up, hold for a pause, and then come down. So we're only staying up in that plank for a pause here, okay? Exhale, lift, lift, hold, and then come back down. one more here. Exhale. Again, you can always stay on your knees there if that's too much, or the way to progress that is just to hold the front plank. You don't have to do the knee taps down. That is just a little modification to ease your way into holding a full front plank. So again, make sure proper form, watch for doming, bulging, watch for, arching your low back excessively or sticking your butt up in the air there. So for these exercises, there are some exercises in your core exercise library that were left out of the circuits. There's just a few of them. I hit most of them in the circuits, but there are a couple of the more advanced variations in there, so make sure you check those out. If some of these felt easy and you feel like you need more of a challenge, then go ahead and check those out. Some of them just adding movement, arm and leg movements, or just another additional level that wasn't demonstrated here. So make sure you check out the core exercise library for all those individual videos.